No, I think the analogy of a playoff game is kind of interesting. The quick turnaround. You're not going to do many things to change what you're doing in a short time period. But I felt like, Seattle would come out um, stronger because of the extra day rest and just you look at tape and you figure out some things and try to be better. They missed a lot of shots the other day. Today they were making a lot of those. I mean, Stewie had 27. That's Stewie. That's what she does. So give them a lot of credit. I thought they defensively were much more aggressive, extended their defense a little bit on us, and we had trouble. We can't turn the ball over 20 times for 26 points. That was the difference in the game today. I thought we had some very good stretches. If you look at by scoring by period, first quarter we're up one. The third and the fourth we pretty much played them even. The second quarter was a problem, and we just had entirely too many turnovers to overcome.
And you mentioned them having kind of an extra day's rest. Does that kind of show up in transition there when they're really able to turn those turnovers into points on the fast break?
I thought our turnovers led to a lot of that. They're an excellent basketball team. All right, that's why they sit at the top of the league right now at 12-3. They're just good, and you catch them on a day when they're playing well and shooting the ball well. Their defense is their strength. It always has been. They were very good defensively, better today than they were the other day, I thought. And we weren't as efficient. We gave the ball back too many times. Like I said, 20 turnovers. This is entirely too many against a team like that. And a lot of them were live ball turnovers, which led to the transition that you're talking about. I don't know so much that it was legs. I mean, you'd have to ask Gary, but they're sitting atop the league right now for a reason. They're that good.
Ben Rosoff.
Yeah, Coach, you've talked about how Seattle's defense makes you play in different ways. So besides the turnovers after that first quarter, was there anything that they were really doing to take you out of your offensive game there?
No, they were making it tough for us to get the ball to the wing. They were making it tough for us to just, they obviously looked at what we were doing offensively and tried to take some things away. And we had difficulty moving the basketball and getting into a rhythm. A number of shots were, under 5 seconds. It's just tough. But, they're historically, Seattle's an extremely good defensive basketball team. They give people problems throughout the league because they're that good. You got to tip your hat to their team, and they've always been good defensively. That's what they hang their hat on. And when they can come out like they did today, it's just very difficult to efficiently run your offense. And some of our turnovers were them. Some of it, quite frankly, was us. We tried to pass the ball sometimes to people that, I'm not sure were really open, but, we got to look at tape and make that better because it cost us quite a bit today.
And Julie came out of the gate really strong. It looked like she had a little bit more of a willingness to shoot and be aggressive. How much do you appreciate that and need that from her going forward?
Yeah, I mean, I keep telling Julie all the time, shoot the basketball. She's such a good shooter. And, it's hard as a point guard to go from being a pass-first point guard, and I would say she's probably a pass-first point guard, but it's hard to go from that to then a scoring point guard. It's a delicate balance, and she's emerging into somebody who can do both equally well. But that's it comes with experience, and it comes with believing that that's part of your role. And I think she understands that we need scoring from her. So, she's more than capable, as you can see.
Kelsey, Coach talked about just the defensive pressure that Seattle plays with. It seems like they're really aggressive in their zone there and obviously forcing a lot of turnovers. How difficult is it to deal with the length that a Stewart and a Howard has? Is that kind of what leads to some of the turnovers, just the pressure combined with their length?
Yeah, that was in the passing lanes a lot, making it hard for us to get our offense off the ground. I think it made it kind of tough. They wasn't passing as heavy, and I think because their length on top of the aggressively guarding us, it kind of ruffled us up a little bit.
Yeah, would you say that the turnovers were probably the biggest contributor to all the leak outs and fast break points that they were able to get tonight?
Yeah, on top of us not getting down heavy in the shot clock, we get like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, trying to shoot the ball, and then it was a tougher shot, and that led to transition. And you take that with some of our turnovers, it was just kind of a bad combination all the way around.
And Julie came out of the gate like particularly aggressive tonight, seemingly with more of a willingness to shoot. How much with Tiff out particularly do you guys need that from her going forward?
It's amazing. It's always good to see Julie shoot the ball. She's a really good shooter. With that said, I always look at her and expect her to shoot as many shots she can. That's her rhythm, and that's good for her. So it's always good to see when it comes to Jules.
Yes, Julie, I know that turnovers were kind of a big problem for you guys on offense. As a point guard, how much kind of responsibility do you put on yourself to run the team efficiently, make sure that they're getting the shots that they look and, to end the possession with a quality look at the basket and not turn the ball over?
Yeah, it's really hard as a point guard when you finish the game and you have like 20 turnovers, because you know that it's your job to organize the team and like to do something that everything happens really good. So when you finish the game like this and when you know that they made 26 points out of our turnovers, I think that's too much, and that cannot happen. And that's why today we need to learn from that. And it's not the first game that we made so many turnovers. So we gotta really do something for that. We don't have to think. I mean, the game is over now. We know what's our mistakes, and we have to learn from it. But tomorrow it's another day, and in the other day we're gonna face Chicago, and we don't have to think about it. But we need to learn from that. It's really hard as a point guard, but I mean, we are one team, so it cannot only be on myself. Like it can happen, but we need to learn from that.
Ben Rossoff.
Julie, with Tiffany out, how much more pressure would you say you put on yourself to score and be aggressive offensively as opposed to passing coming second?
I don't put more pressure on myself. Like I just try to be the same, and for sure we're missing Tiff, but we try to do something else. I mean, we try to still play as a team to find other solutions, with KB, it's another, I mean, we just have to play as a team. We don't have to think about it. We just have to execute the play. And that's also something that we were missing today. We need sometimes to be more patient. And like this, we don't have as many turnovers as we had today. But yeah, we just have to keep playing no matter what, and don't think about that kind of things.
Yes, Nat, Coach talked about turnovers and just the points that they were able to generate off turnovers. Just how difficult is it when you're facing a team with defensive pressure and length, and how hard is it to beat a team like Seattle when you're giving them kind of, easy possessions with turnovers leading to points in transition?
Guys, I'm sorry. I don't have it for you today. If you want to talk about, I don't know, Corin Gaines, Jake Blake, Michelle Cusseau, if you want to talk about one of the Black people that have been killed in this country and how we're going to change that, or how we're going to vote, or how we're going to, I don't know. I don't have it. I don't have it for you today. I don't have basketball because I'm a Black woman before I am a basketball player, and it's heavy today.
I definitely know what you mean, Natalie. I can respect where you're coming from.
Appreciate you. Thank you, Akeem.
Ben Rossoff.
Natalie, I know there have been some discussions around the NBA about potentially boycotting games in response to what happened a couple days ago. To your knowledge, have there been any discussions in the WNBA about any kind of related initiatives in response to the happenings a couple days ago?
To my knowledge, no. There has not been.